Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome back to another Smite commentary. And I thought for today I would try Guan in Clash. I think I haven't even tried him once in Clash, so I'll have to see what we can do. And of course when I pick something in a game mode I haven't really picked him ever, we're against, well, you can see we are against a Guan as well. They also have an Hell. With that, the best option for a relic for me is of course the weakening curse. They also don't really have a good amount of CCs. The red has CC, the Medusa has CCs, but other than that, not really anything I want to get beats for. And I think that just generally getting weakening curse against an Hell is your best option. And the fact they also have a Guan Yu, yeah, you definitely need a weakening curse. Just get it online if you're a tanky character that doesn't rely on beats or any other things. And as you can see, it doesn't really matter how tanky someone is or what their escape is. That soul took so much damage. Although I took a lot of damage as well. Probably not the best idea to tank some Medusa's basics though. But the fact that I could just dash through the soul and just unload my entire Tower Assault on her, it is not something you want to deal with. Trust me, especially with Bluestone. I've picked up Bluestone for a reason. The additional mana is very nice to have in the early start, as well as just the amount of additional damage you gain from the effect is, especially early game, very strong. And I can recommend getting it on Guan Yu if you want to deal some good amount of damage. In Assault I would never do it, because in Assault I always would level up my heal first instead of my 3. But since this is more of a, well, let's just kill the enemy type of game for me, I'll just level up my Tower Assault, because it's probably the best ability for it. Well, it is the best ability for dealing damage with Guan Yu. So, no kills just yet. Not a whole lot has happened. We're just clearing the wave a bit. I kind of want to get my ultimate first before I really engage on them. And I do need to be a bit careful. As you can see, Ratatosker did go in aggressively. Will not help. Weakening cursed by my usage. And I immediately go down for the stun. And the minions are enough to finish off Hell as well. So that's going from nothing to immediately 3 kills in our favor. The first one, when the Ratatosker went on me, got immediately destroyed by our Guan as well as our Anubis. Guan Yu was followed up as well, and with the weakening curse on the Hell, very easily picked up. She didn't use her cleanse, she also didn't use her cleanse to try and prevent my stun, but I guess she didn't expect me to go off my horse that quickly. Because that's usually not something you will do as a Guan Yu, but since I was level 5 at the moment, I don't want to spend a lot of time into that tower. If I can prevent her from getting to the tower, I'll definitely do that. And it was actually enough to finish off her, get the kill. So, good option. Power Boots online. I have a lot of damage right now. I think this is probably one of the most powerful stages of Guan Yu. When his Tower Assault is maxed out, he's even more powerful. I think that's probably the part of the game where he is at his strongest. And that has to do because Tower Assault deals about 400 to 600 damage, I think, at maximum rank in total. And that's a lot. As you can see, 44 per tick. It's only rank 3. It ticks about 10 times, I think. So that's 440 damage. That's insane amount of damage. Of course, it can be interrupted. You still have the Bluestone damage as well. You can avoid it. It's very rare that you'll hit every single part of his ability, but definitely doable. Definitely something that is achievable. Since we're against 3 physicals, which kind of feel like will be the major damage dealers on their team, I will go for a breastplate as soon as possible. It will also provide the mana I need, because mana is a big issue for Guan Yu. I might be able to save someone. Doesn't look like it. We are able to pick him up, and I go into my horse. Might be able to go for the Medusa here. As you can see, good amount of damage. Basic is enough. She can't get her ultimate off, but that still will be online. Because it doesn't go on cooldown if you don't get the damage or the charge immediately. I kind of want to get this buff though. Reason for it is because I'm going to... I have a lot of mana issues. Because you've seen me use my abilities, only a couple of them. And every single of my abilities is 60 or more mana. Even my heal I like to spam a lot. So that's just a lot of mana you need to, well, have. And if you don't have any, Guan Yu is as useless as most mages. So you kind of want to have mana. As you can see, he's still out of mana even with the mana buff. So I guess that says enough. I'll go for the back harpies though. If I get those, I'll probably go back to the base with enough gold for the breastplate. And with the breastplate, even more mana. As well as cooldown. But like I was saying, they have most damage on the physicals. They have the Guan Yu. Even though Guan Yu can kind of shred protections with his Towel Assault, I have mine as well, so that kind of counters it. Medusa and the rat, especially how rat works now, is just a lot of damage. So getting that one online is definitely something I need. And I'm not afraid of hell. I have my curse. She probably doesn't want to deal with me that much. And as you can see, I'll just shred her immediately. Going to horse with the curse activated. And as you can see, decent amount of damage. Dash will be enough to pick up that kill. Ratatoska picked one up as well. I might be able to save him with a heal. Doesn't look like it. He took way too much damage and was way too far in the tower range for him to survive that one. But I guess I could also try. It's always worth trying. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. He died, I didn't. Meh. It's fine. And I might get brawlers as well, because we are against two healers. If their heal really comes online, it's going to be very difficult to deal with. My curse has a lot of cooldown, and even though full cooldown reduction on Guan Yu is very powerful, getting the brawler's beatstick online might be the better idea, the better option. But we'll have to see. At this point, I actually accidentally put a point into my 2. I usually don't do it. You can of course do it, because you will deal more damage with it. And if you really want to go for the damaging part of Guan Yu, then it's definitely an option. But I like to have that heal as well. With the heal you can not only sustain yourself or a lot, but also your teammates. And I think it's overall a better choice when you go into a more teamfight oriented stage of the game. And since it's Clash, you always have a teamfight oriented stage of the game. Not as much as Arena though, but still a lot different than Conquest. If you want to get a solo kill in Conquest, then you should level up your 2. But if you want to sustain the enemy's damage and return it with your own, then level up your heal, deal all the damage with your Towel Assault. That's all you need to do. And as you can see, good enough damage, even with the breastplate to finish that off. Beautiful ultimate by the rat, and I will use mine as well. Xbalanque ultimate use as well. I will be stunning 3 of them. 1 kill down, I have my healing, I can hit the rat, and the rat is down. Return ultimate only stuns the Anubis though, so not too much to worry about. Dash bit of the mark. But, as you can see, nobody on our team died. We picked up 3 of them. Damn. That was a good team fight. We also have a Ratatosker. I think our Ratatosker is doing a little bit better than theirs. But still, it's the rat. He has 2 CCs now. Why? Actually 3, if you consider a slower CC as well. Okay, so I got enough gold. I can pick up the brawlers as well. And it provides more penetration than the Jotuns. And even though the Jotuns, of course, provides the cooldown reduction, the healing reduction in this case, every single one of them heals. Medusa with lifesteal, usually. Guan Yu with his heal. Ratatoska with his passive heal. On every ability, with his acorn being maxed out. Soul with her heal as well. Stunning Soul, just making sure that she can't get the separate out as fast as she wanted to. And it is down now, so we can go for her if we can get close. And, well, I think the rat can get close. Damn, that was a lot of burst. Rest in pieces. Gold Fury is being done by Ao Kuang as well as... Who's on the other side? Looks like it's Anubis. They probably will be able to, yes, they will be able to pick that one up. They have just a lot of damage. I think that those two are probably one of the most damage dealing on objectives. Guan with his dragons, he can fire off with his basics. Anubis with just a lot of dot damage and the penetration he gets from it, as well as the lifesteal. If you look at other gods that are good at objectives, as for instance Gold Fury and Fire Giant, I think Cronus is pretty good, as well as Sol and Freya, because they are basic attack oriented, and basics just do it very well against those objectives. But they did it. Good enough. 19 and 5. This is going to be a quick one. This is definitely going to be a quick one. I think we really have the advantage. Two healers on the same team where one of the healers is Hell. It's definitely not something I recommend. Getting the Guan Yu is fine, but keep it at the Guan Yu. Don't pick up the Hell. And if you really want to pick up the Hell, don't pick the Guan Yu. Because if you get two healers, then getting a weakening curse is just way too easy. They don't have any gods that force out beats. If they had, for instance, an Ares, then we would be forced to buy beats to deal with it. As well as, or use ultimates to counter it. And if they have more CCs like, for instance, Kuma, who can actually peel for his team very well, then that's just a lot better to deal with. And then you can actually have an effective Hell, which you usually don't really have, because Hell is very difficult to keep yourself alive. Of course, you don't know what you have to deal with beforehand, because of course it's all blind pick. And dealing with the Guan Yu with curse and a lot of damage and brawlers is nasty, but dealing with the Ratatosk is even worse. I don't know, I think kinda if you look at the composition, I think we won it at that point. Of course, it also factors in how well the two mirror oppositions were playing against each other. What I see a lot is when you have two mirrored gods, like this time we had the Guan Yus as well as the Ratatoskers, that how well they perform kind of determines how the game will go. Because as you can see, the Ratatosker on the enemy side had a really rough time, being 2, 6, and 2. And ours was 7, 3, and 8. If you look at the Guan Yu, he was 2, 5, and 1, and I was 5, 0, and 15. So if you have, of course, a few gods that are the same, then that's probably the most important factor in a team fight. Usually, not always, of course. If they had a good support, for instance, if they swapped out, I don't know, the Soul or the Medusa for a, for instance, or the Hell for a Ares, or just a Kumbhakarna to really peel for the team, or I don't know, something very well, something that can protect them. They don't have anything that can peel for each other. Ratatosker has a stun, that's it. Guan Yu has a stun on his ultimate. If you cancel it, they have a knock-up on Soul. There's not something that can peel someone off of them. And when you're Hell, you really need something to peel for you. You can't do it yourself. Get someone to play something that can help you. Otherwise, you'll end up like this. It's not something you want. You won't enjoy it, and it's an easy win for us. Which is always nice. I'm not complaining. Ooh, look at my gold. 9,999. Not bad. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I've been gambling on again, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.